Hello, everyone. And how are we doing today? Welcome. Welcome to all my Red Wing soldiers. How are we doing today? Hope you had a good weekend. Hope everything went well for you this weekend. Unfortunately, I was not able to stream yesterday. My meeting went longer than I hoped it would, or I thought it would. And by the time I got home, I was just too tired. So, unfortunately, there was no stream yesterday. But there's a stream today. And today we will be starting our new schedule of game rotation, which is going to be fun and already is a pain in my behind. When I'm streaming a game off of the PlayStation 4, my OBS, my capture, my Twitch stream, everything is on my main monitor here. And that's nice and easy. As you can tell, there's nothing on the monitor behind me. But when I stream off of Steam, I can't stream off of Steam and have the chat and the game all on one screen because the game stops because of how the game plays off of the PC. So you saw I had the game on the monitor behind me, and then on my main monitor here I had OBS and chat and all that. How I accomplish that the easy way is I switch my prime monitor, my main monitor. With the PlayStation 4, this monitor is my main monitor, my big one. When I play on Steam, this monitor is my main monitor. Which is all well and good until I try and open up my capture card utility. Because it's so used to opening up on the backup screen, when I go to open up the capture card program, I don't see it on either monitor. So I got to go into my settings, flip my monitor, move the window around so it shows up, and then flip it back, and now it comes up, and you'll see. See, there it is there. But it took me a bit to get this going. So it's going to be fun. And that's another reason why I wanted to do 2 days and 2 days and not, flip-flop. So I decided that on Mondays and Wednesdays, so during the week, I'm going to do Vanilla Persona 5, the OG. Because I have more of a rigid stop time during the week than I do on the weekends. During the week, I have to get up for work. I got to starting tomorrow. My wife, my son, and my daughter are all working at the same place now. So I have to take them all to work, come home, work myself, go pick them up. When they're done, come home, and then finish my work. So that gets very tiring. So I have more of a rigid stop time during the week, and if you look in my about section, I updated my schedule. I'm going to stream from 6 to about 9:30 during the week, and then on the weekends we're going to do Danganronpa. I've never played the game before. I still haven't opened it up to set up the settings, so that we're gonna have to do the first stream. We're gonna have to start that at the beginning. So that's gonna be that, and I have more of a loose, time of when I can stop. Usually in Persona 5, I can stop and save quite often. I know where the break. I pretty much know where the breaks in the story are. This is only my second time playing Vanilla. And of course the cat now comes to visit. I don't know why. It's freezing as hell down here. You gonna say hi, Chicklet? You're just gonna crawl around over here. So anyway, yeah. I don't know how often I can save in Danganronpa. I don't know how much time is gonna be between saves. So I figured, if I can't stop exactly at 8 p.m. I got all times are Eastern. If I can't stop at 8 p.m. on the weekends, I have a little bit of leeway. Obviously, Sunday is a little more rigid than Saturday. Cat, do you mind? But at least on the weekend, I have a little more play. Mondays and Wednesdays, not really. So that's why I'm going to do Persona 5 during the week and then Danganronpa on the weekends. So, once again, here's all my social links. If you care to follow me on Twitter or come and join the Discord, you're more than welcome. Links are there. They're also in the About Me section. I'm sure people are probably going to pop in and ask why I'm playing Persona 5 Vanilla. I had it in the one stream. One of the viewers popped in and said, why are you going to play Vanilla? I like it. So I created a chat function for that too. P5. So this way when someone asks me, hey, why are you playing Persona 5? So, Kat, are you going to dig my shirt all night? She really needs to get her claws trimmed because they dig and get caught in everything. So, I'm playing Persona 5 Vanilla because I love the game and want to stream this game to go along with my Persona 5 World streams. Obviously, I didn't play Persona 5 Vanilla when it first came out 3 years ago, almost 4 now. So, unlike a number of other streamers, they had their vanilla playthrough that they did. And then, when Royal came out, they played that. So, because I want this stream to go along with my Royal streams and also to comment on the changes between the games. The palace layout, some of the functions and the interactions, some of the enemies, the personas. Also, I'm still not quote-unquote complete. I have not platinum Persona 5 Vanilla. There's still a handful of achievements I have to get. One of them, obviously, is 100% the compendium. I have not done that yet. I did get the achievement for completing all the Mementos requests. I did max out on my confidants. I still have to read all the books. I still have to go to the batting cage. I have to catch the guardian at the fishing pond in Ichigawa. So there's still a handful of things that I have to do to platinum. Plus there's a couple hidden ones. Yoshi! Welcome, dear. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good weekend. You missed me getting emotional at the finale of Golden on Saturday. So, I don't know if you heard, I updated my schedule. I'm going to try and stream from 6 to 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Mondays and Wednesdays, and Saturday and Sunday from 4:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. And again, during the week is Persona 5 Vanilla, and on the weekends is Danganronpa. So, I don't know. Also, I don't know if you saw Yoshi. Remember, I made a comment that we might have a new Teddy quote. Your brother's in nobody's arms. Family that's lonely together is lonely together. I love that quote from Teddy, so I created that. When people pop in, ask me why I'm playing Persona 5 Vanilla, I have a chat function for that. So, but yes. Persona 4 Golden was a beautiful game. There are things I liked about it. There are things I didn't like about it. But again, overall, excellent game. That I'll do a new game. I'm not going to stream the same game twice. I don't consider Royal and Vanilla of Persona 5 quote-unquote the same game. Because obviously there's a lot more in Royal that you don't get in Vanilla. Streaming Persona 4 Golden twice is a little overkill for me. So I mean, Those are my border, my definitions. So, you're surviving in risky pre-queue, right? Right. Hopefully those you were able to get past those scales and they didn't keep killing you all night. But the endure skill, yep. Enduring soul, endure, revive with 1 HP, or survive an attack with 1 HP. So, let's get into Persona 5 Vanilla. Let's get rid of Pretzel Rocks here. And let's bring this up. I did a little tweaking on my Stream Deck too, because I was quickly filling up my one screen. I only got the standard Stream Deck, the 15-button Stream Deck. So I created a couple folders for stuff. Right now it's just my separate screens that I have to switch in between game, camera, screen capture, and just a straight cam, and then my starting, break, and ending screens. And then I have a folder for the chat functions. Nope, I probably should let that play since it's the first time we're playing this game. You want to post memes in my chat? Hold on. Let's see if I can get this right. Because I remember Nightbot yelled at you last time. Okay, I'm gonna let that play while I work behind the scenes here. Persona 5 play while I figure something out in the back on the backside here. Oh, you meant the Discord. Did I not? Are you not able to post memes in the Discord? Interesting. Might have to go into the actual... Oh, gotcha. I know what you mean. If we don't break out of here, wake up, get up there. Read your voice, I guess, like yours. I might have to create another role. Because right now I have 2 roles in the Discord. And that's everyone and everyone and moderators. So I'm going to have to go into Discord and create another role. Again, I am not completely Discord savvy, so I had Amma look over the Discord and see how that works. So I will have to do that after the stream. So, I completed the game at 120 hours and 5 minutes. I was about level 77, yeah, because March 19th is the day I leave. So, I'm going to pick up from here. Oh, recording blocked because I entered a blocked scene. The whole game is blocked. Inherit clear data. Social stats, compendium, skill cards, equipment, money, playtime. Yep. My Christmas present. Our farewell presents.
This story is a work of fiction. Similarities between characters or events to persons living or dead in your world are purely coincidental. Only those who have agreed to the above have the privilege of partaking in this game.
I'm not going to select I do not agree because I don't feel like going back.
The contract has been sealed. The world is not as it should be. It's filled with distortion, and ruin can no longer be avoided. Those who oppose fate and desire change, from time to time, they were referred to as tricksters. You are the trickster. Now is the time to rise against the abyss of distortion.
Also, as we play through, let me know how I sound and how the game sounds. If I'm too loud or quiet, or if the game is too loud or quiet, obviously let me know. I can adjust that. Well, I will do my best to adjust that. I don't always bat 1,000 when it comes to fixing those. You're so kind, Yoshi. Thank you again. Thank you once again for stopping by.
There's something here.
I believe I remember to turn off the auto function, the auto chat function.
moving immediately.
Good. Now get running.
So, at the very beginning, you notice they don't have the portraits on the left. They have the voice, voice, and the dialogue. But in Royal, they had, the shaded out character profiles.
This is our only chance.
Is it catchy?
Stay calm. You can get away now.
Futaba?
We'll retrieve the briefcase on our end.
Makoto?
What was that? Don't worry about us. Just concentrate on getting away.
I foresee speaking a lot more and reading a lot more lines in this because there was so much that was not voiced in vanilla that was in Royal.
But I have to say, showing yourself above that crowd earlier was an excellent...
Wait a minute.
Nice work as always, Joker.
I bet Skull wouldn't pull it off that smoothly.
This happens because you have no sense for aesthetics.
Nobody asked you, Inari.
I always wait so I can hear the voices.
There he is!
Just run! Get out of there! Okay, the enemy's focus is on him. Looks like the rest of us can slip away. Everyone remember where we're meeting up? No worries. I can guide you all.
Alright.
Stop right there!
Get away.
Take him down, Joker!
I'll reveal your true form. Sir Buttermilk.
Comparing power levels. No threat. Get him, Joker!
Go down.
Crit!
Everyone else,
Persona!
get to positions!
You're
Use your
mine.
feet.
The typeface when I first played this game really threw me off too. They cleaned it up really well for Royal.
Not before their backup gets here. Good. You defeated them with ease. More of them? Be careful! Joker, behind you! Go through that door!
I like in the anime they actually showed you what he did with that briefcase. He just threw it in a vent.
Alright!
Here we go. And this is all voice obviously as well. Should be able to get out that way. Hurry!
Come on, man.
Dude, can you even hear us?
I'm okay!
Don't worry, I'm picking up everyone's voices. Just go, Joker. Joker's a little more floaty in this version than in Royal 2. I really had to get used to how to control him and stop.
The intruder simply can't be found.
Hi, guys. The case vented. Yes, the case is sus.
You're quick!
Where'd they go, damn it? I can't confirm the intruder's location.
Huh? What?
Up ahead, stop. This is bad. Hi, Joker. You'll never get away if you just keep fighting. Hide in the shadows and sneak past when you see an opening. Hey, are you sure he came this way? Understood. I'll continue the search.
All right.
Now's your chance. Run for the stairs. And here's where we see Kasumi. No zip cord, no Kasumi.
He's not alone. Find them and kill them all.
Yep, no Sumi or the grapple hook. Again, it was interesting to see how they modified the palaces.
Something wrong? The exit should be up ahead.
From this with the no grapple hook.
That's just how it is. After that commotion, the bottom floor is completely closed off. Hey, can you make it?
Over there. There's nowhere to run.
See ya.
What a show off.
What a show off. You're so reckless, you know that? Enemies here?
What's wrong?
These readings. It can't be.
What happened?
An ambush? Joker, can you handle this?
Joker!
Oh no!
Capture him!
Let's go. Go, go, go. Get over there.
Yes, he is.
Still struggling. Suspect secure.
Didn't expect to find some kid. You have your teammate to thank for this. You were sold out.
You bastard.
Suspect confirmed. Cuff it.
So it begins. In the this is the first time I actually noticed two
Guess the
needles.
drug was too
one in the
strong.
front, and then there was one against the wall.
Wake him up.
In the anime, there was like 3 or 4.
No dozing off. You still don't get it, do you? Give it up! Come on, cooperate. What? You want another shot? Huh? What about the camera? Are you thinking it can be used as video evidence?
I'm gonna keep quiet.
You hear my question? Answer!
Yeah! Yeah, kick his ass.
Obstruction of justice, blackmail, defamation, possession of weapons.
Manslaughter
Manslaughter
too,
too, yeah? Talk about the works. To think that all those crimes were led by a punk like this. And you seem to be enjoying every second of it. Huh?
I was enjoying it. Everything's hazy. I can't remember. Yoshi, we gotta come up with our name. We gotta come up with a name for our character. Normally I use my own. So, should we continue with that?
You should know your place.
Should we do Ren, Akira? Combination.
Sign here. It's a confession under your name.
Kiss my ass.
I see. I need your hand to sign this, but I don't care if you end up losing a leg.
Those eyes were crazy. What do you think, Yoshi? What should we name him?
Don't expect to walk out of here in one piece. We are going to make you understand. One must take full responsibility for their actions.
I have never used either of the names from the manga or the anime. You do use Akira quite a bit? Is that how you spell the last name? Or is it with a Z? I wouldn't think the Japanese would use a Z. Probably could look it up myself too. Oh, I do have to get back. Oh, I might not be able to do that today. I hope I can. KUR-USU in the manga. Okay. Akira Kuruzu, that's my name. We got some time, but make sure you think of a team name for us. I've used quite a few different team names.
Excuse me, but this area's off.
I'm Nijima from the Public Prosecutor's Office.
The prosecutor's office? What business do you have here?
Just let me through. It's urgent. There's something I need to confirm with the suspect.
Nijima-san.
You prosecutor, Sai Nijima? There's a call from your director. Hurry and get it over with. To be frank, you're being an inconvenience.
I thought I ordered you to stand by.
You did.
I'm responsible for this case, yet I'm not even being allowed an interrogation?
I'm calling because I knew you'd bring it up.
I will not be convinced unless I confirm it for myself. This is my case.
Good luck to you then. I won't be expecting much, though.
I thought I turned off
prosecutor,
the
I forgot to mention something important.
auto dialogue.
Your time will be cut short. We can't permit you to talk with him for long. It's for your own sake. His methods are unknown. After all, we don't even know if it's safe to simply meet and speak with him.
I understand. I didn't expect it'd be you. You'll be answering my questions this time. Those bastards. Can you hear me? It seems you've been through a lot. Almost anything can happen here. And I can't stop them.
Yeah, see, as far as naming characters, I usually either stick with the stock names, like in Final Fantasy, they usually have a given name, one given name, and I usually stick with that. I don't usually rename my characters. But in a game like this, where I have complete control over the name, I usually just use my own screen name for it.
That's why I need you to answer me honestly. I don't have much time either. What was your objective? Why did you cause such a major incident? I didn't think it was a prank from the get-go, but I couldn't assemble a case for prosecution. It's because I couldn't figure out the method behind it.
Why do you want to know? So yeah, it took me a bit but I finally found the English dub for the Persona 4 animation, and I started watching that today. I think I'm through like the first 4 or 5 episodes. We got up to where Yu joins the basketball team, and they have their little exhibition, and Chie and I have their little bitch slap fight in the gym while they're playing their exhibition match. I thought that was funnier than hell. Why do you want to know?
This isn't an issue of whether or not it can be used in court. I need to know. This is my case, after all. It seems you're coherent. When and where did you find out about that world? How is it even possible to steal another's heart? Now, tell me your account of everything. Start from the very beginning.
True. I understand that, you know, they're obviously given a name in some way, shape, or form. You know, unfortunately, Joker's had 2 names, where I think everybody else is pretty much 1. Except again, he used Minato for Makoto in 3.
A prisoner of fate to a future that has been sealed in advance. This is truly an unjust game. Your chances of winning are almost none. But if my voice is reaching you, there may yet be a possibility open to you. I beg you, please overcome this game and save the world. The key to victory lies within the memories of your bonds, the truth that you and your friends grasped. It all began that day, when the game was started half a year ago. For the sake of your world's future, as well as your own, you must remember.
I gotta check my settings. I could have swore I took off the auto function. Yeah, we'll save. Again, I always play my first game on normal. I'll play the next couple on hard till I get all the shadows. Yeah, I get my compendium complete.
Thank you for riding with us today. We will be arriving in Shibuya shortly.
I get all the boss shadows, weaknesses, and stuff. And their affinities.
For all subway lines.
That's why I know what I'm going into.
The doors to your left will open.
There's our boy.
Please help!
FMC has like 3 different names.
I'll sue!
What? Are you for real? A mental shutdown?
For real?
It's the truth.
I think that's
To
the
a
first
person,
one.
Though? It's gotta be a joke. You really love all that occult stuff, don't you?
Sorry, Station. Yes, Central Station Square. Sorry. Creepy.
After meeting you, I get the feeling that's what's going on.
As we go. Looks like I ran out of batteries. All right. Time to find our way around town. Yongen Jaya. Yep, you're confused where to go. See this enough times. Kind of fake. Auto advance off. Subtitles on. Okay. World pauses. Oh, look, it's 2020. Now, see, in Royal, they added Dr. Takemi walking behind us here. And then you see her walk around the corner to a clinic. Starting today, Sojiro Sakura will be taking care of me. His house should be in the back streets of this residential area. I'm not going to read all the tutorials because we've all played this enough times. I know exactly where to go. But yeah, Joker's a little more floaty. The nameplate here says Sakura. It looks like this must be Sojiro Sakura's house. He's a little more floaty in this than he was in Royal. So he's a little harder to control. Even after ringing the doorbell, it doesn't look like anyone will answer the door. Maybe he's gone out. Looks like no one's home. Again, this was voiced in Royal. I want to be saying that a lot. This was voiced in Royal. This was voiced in Royal. Oh yeah, Sakura-san's usually at his cafe around this time. Well, LeBlanc's in the back alley, so I should make my other deliveries first. Next, I need to take this package too. Hi. Oh, I heard somebody hitting dolls in the batting cage. Hi. Looks like this is the place. Oh, and it's also a pain in the ass to get the speed reader in this game too. Or it's not in the library, you gotta read all the books from Jimbocho before you can get the speed reader. So I didn't get that till like towards the end of the game.
A public transit bus was driven down an opposing lane with its customers still in it. The citizens can't live in peace if this keeps up.
Oh, how frightening.
What could be going on? Didn't something similar happen just the other day?
So I have a quote from Persona 4. That's the Teddy quote. We gotta think of a good command quote for Persona 5.
Vertical is the name of a shellfish used for farming pearls.
I like in the anime, Joker is doing Sojiro's crossword puzzle at night.
Oh, right. They did say that was today.
We'll be going now. The payment's on the table.
Thanks for coming.
This place is in the back alley, so there's no worries of a car crashing in here.
The speed book is available July 1st in Royal. In this game, you have to read all the books from the bookseller in Jimbocho before you can buy the speed reading book. So it was a pain in the ass, and I didn't get it till late.
A what now?
There's been a string of those rampage accidents, you know. I just hope that none happen around here.
It's none of my concern.
We'll see you next time.
Ugh, 4 hours for just a single cup of joe. So, you're the guy.
Is Sakura-san here?
Yeah. I'm Sojiro Sakura. You'll be in my custody over the next year. I was wondering what kind of unruly kid would show up. But you're the one, huh? Have you been told? A customer of mine and your parents know each other, and... well, not that that matters. Follow me.
Yes, sir.
This is your room.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Wow. Because I was looking in the library for it and it wasn't there.
I'll at least give you sheets for your bed. You look like you want to say something.
It's big.
It's on you to clean up the rest. I'll be leaving after I lock up each day. You'll be alone at night, but don't do anything stupid. I'll throw you out if you cause any trouble.
Yes, call me Dad.
Now then. I got the gist of your situation. You protected some woman from a man forcing himself on her. He got injured, then sued you, right?
That's about it.
That's what you get for sticking your nose in a matter between two adults. You did injure him, yeah? And now that you've got a criminal record, you were expelled from your high school. The courts ordered you to transfer and move out here, which your parents also approved.
It's plot exposition. It has to go somewhere.
In other words, they got rid of you for being a pain in the ass. It's
Pretty
best
much.
you not talk about anything unnecessary. I am in the restaurant business, you know. Behave yourself for the year. If nothing happens, your probation will be lifted.
Probation?
Really now? It's the word that applies to you. Your sentence lasts until next spring, right? That's why you're gonna be here for the coming year. Cause any problems and you'll be sent straight to juvie. We'll be going to Shujin tomorrow.
Going where?
Shujin Academy, the school you'll be attending. We'll introduce ourselves properly to the staff there. There's rarely a place that'll accept someone like you, you know? What a waste of my Sunday. Your luggage arrived earlier. I left them over there.
I'll be living here starting today. I should check out what's in here. It's the cardboard box sent from back home. It's full of clothes and daily necessities. I'll change into more comfortable clothes for now. I guess I should clean the room while I'm organizing things. There's a table covered in dust. If I draw a line in the dust with my finger, it'll probably be really easy to see. It's a desk with a stack of books on top. No one can use this as the desk while it's like this. Should start cleaning first. Yep, I'm going to start cleaning. I'll offer it out just a little dust is. That's right. Make sure you have those military corners. It's late. Seems like I've been cleaning for a while.
Seriously?
What the heck? I heard you making all sorts of noise up here, but I didn't think you were cleaning.
Uh-huh.
Actually, the place doesn't look too bad. Though it's only natural you'd want to keep your room tidy. Why don't you go to bed for tonight? You don't have anything better to be doing, right? I'm going to close up shop and get out of here myself.
I'm gonna head back then.
I won't be the one looking after you if you get sick from staying up too late. You got that? Sleeping in your bed will move forward today. Yep. Sleeping in bed. Yep, I know. Starting today, this is my room. Change and go to sleep. Arrest. Trial. Criminal record.
Damn brat! I'll sue!
Still, I couldn't just let that go. That day, I had to go home early.
Just get in the car.
Stop it!
I can hear a man and a woman arguing in the distance. I think they're just up ahead. This is the house I was talking about.
Cross me.
Here's the scooter that looks exactly like the scooter that was outside Dojima's house.
Just get in the car.
It's It's not the same fence because remember he had a brick fence around his Dojima, had a brick fence around his house. It's hard to see what's over here on the side. Again, it's not exactly the same.
How dare you cross me?
Yes, I know. But
Stop it! Let
here's
me
a
go.
little garden.
Just get in the car.
Stop it!
So I
How
never
dare
know.
you cross
But
me?
that
Stop it! Let me
that
go.
scooter looks exactly like the one you get in 4.
No!
Don't give me that shit.
It looks like that drunk man is bothering that woman.
Ow! Please stop!
She's in danger. Can't ignore this.
What a waste of time. You think you're worth causing me trouble? Huh?
I'll call the police!
The police are my bitches.
Call them if you want. The police are my bitches. They're not gonna take you seriously.
No! Stop!
Someone called the cops, huh? Get in the car. Incompetent fools like you just need to shut your mouths and follow where I steer this country. What are you looking at? Get out of my face.
His boss battle was a little different too. We didn't have that final confrontation between just he and Joker.
This ain't a show. Get lost, kid. See? This is all because you're so damn slow. Get in the car.
It's that weird app that somehow ended up on my phone. That kind of looks almost like an eye. I don't know what the first app on the top left looks something like a reminders or a notes type of thing. So does the second one, actually. Third one looks like a calendar, even though it's a day off. Internet, chat, music, almost like a Dropbox type of thing. I don't know what the target would be. Like a Google Maps. No idea what the next one would be. Another calendar. I can't see what's under his arm. A P with a box. Weather app. Camera. Mail. It's so creepy. My eyelids are starting to get heavy. Time for a night-night. Trickster, welcome to my velvet room.
Trickster, welcome to my velvet room.
Hello, Igor.
So you've come too, inmate.
Or as Marie
The
calls
you
him.
in reality is currently
nose.
fast asleep. You are only experiencing this as a dream. You're in the presence of our master. Stand up straight!
Welcome. I am delighted to make your acquaintance. This place exists between dream and reality, mind and matter. It is a room that only those who are bound by a contract may enter. I am Igor, the master of this place. Remember it well. I summoned you to speak of important matters. It involves your life as well.
Let me out!
Know your place, inmate! Who do you think you're talking to?
Still, this is a surprise.
I got the guts to say it this place.
The state of this room reflects the state of your own heart. To think a prison would appear as such. You truly are a prisoner of fate. In the near future, there is no mistake that ruin awaits you.
Are you kidding me?
Haha, worry not. There is a means to oppose such a fate. You must be rehabilitated toward freedom. That is your only means to avoid ruin. Do you have the resolve to challenge the distortion of the world?
I'd rather avoid ruin.
Allow me to observe the path of your rehabilitation. Pardon me for not introducing the others. To your right is Caroline. To your left, Justine. They serve as wardens here.
Ha! Try and struggle as hard as you like. The duty of wardens is to protect inmates. We are also your collaborators. That is, if you remain obedient.
I shall explain the roles of these two at another occasion. Now then, it seems the night is waning. It is almost time. Take your time to slowly come to understand this place. We will surely meet again, eventually.
Time's up. Now hurry up and go back to sleep.
Ruin? Rehabilitation? This loading screen takes so long now. That is a strange dream. Ruin? Rehabilitation? What does it all mean, Basil?
Hey.
Looks like you're up.
Well
then, let's go to introduce ourselves properly to the staff about your transfer. The school you're attending is in the Aoyama district. Aoyama Ichome. It'll cost you a bit to ride the train there, and the route transfers are a pain. I'll drive you there, but just for today. Let's go.
Jeez.
Men aren't usually allowed in my passenger seat. I'm so glad that when they brought everybody in to re-record lines for Royal.
Do me a favor and behave yourself, all right? Don't get me wrong. I don't care what happens to you.
Liar.
Just don't cause me any trouble.
To reiterate, just so we're clear, you will immediately be expelled if you cause any problems. Honestly, I hesitated on accepting someone like you, but there were some circumstances on our side. You might have done a variety of things in hiding in your hometown, but you will behave yourself here. If you are thrown out from our school, there will be no place for you to go. Keep that in mind. This is the teacher in charge of your class.
I'm Sadayo Kawakami. Here's your student ID. Be sure to read the school rules. Any violations will send you straight to the guidance office. And if by chance you cause any problems, I won't be able to protect you at all. That is your promise, yes, Principal Kobayakawa?
Mm-hmm. He is responsible for all his actions.
But really, though, why me? There should have been better candidates.
It was a sudden transfer, and your class was the only one that had an opening.
If you're done explaining things, mind if we get going? I got a store to get back to.
Sakura-san, please keep a close eye on him. Don't let him cause any trouble outside.
Well, I'll be sure to have a serious talk about the situation he's in.
Come to the faculty office when you arrive at school tomorrow. I'll show you to your classroom.
Rip Kichijoji. And boosting our baton pass to technical rank. Rip getting your baton pass as soon as you get your confidant. They're treating you like some kind of nuisance. I guess that's what it means to have a criminal record. Turns out your past follows you wherever you go. By the way, if you get expelled now, I won't hesitate to kick you out. Got it? I'll be careful. School never changes, huh?
Hey.
Come on, we're going home.
What a troublesome situation.
What's up, Joe?
I can't believe they pushed someone with a record on me. A male teacher would be better suited for this.
Why in the world was someone like that admitted here?
Who knows? It was the principal's decision. I was told that it's for the school's reputation.
I would have thought that my volleyball team has contributed more than enough to cover that.
That's certainly true.
Be careful, okay? Then again, if anything were to happen, I'd kick out a student like that right away.
I keep wishing that he'd just end up not coming to school. Still, that isn't something I should be saying as a teacher.
Well, I should be returning to practice.
Oh, right. The tournament's coming up, isn't it?
Having such high expectations placed on you by others is quite a problem in itself. We'll have to work hard to make up for the track team, too.
Yes, that's true. Why'd it have to be my class?
Oh, traffic's not moving at all. You're taking the train starting tomorrow. So, how was it? The school, I mean. Think you can manage?
It seems fun.
Do you even understand your situation?
I do.
Still, you were expelled once already. To think you'd re-enroll at a different one. It's not like anyone will be sympathetic with you. If that's what it was like at school, people might say stuff about me in the future, too.
Aren't you going to tell me about a 15-year-old who died a month ago?
What a troublesome kid I've taken in.
Died in a traffic accident? Why'd you take me in?
I was asked to do it, and I just happened to agree to it. I've already been paid for it, too, after all.
A subway has derailed at Shibuya Station, greatly affecting the timetable all across the...
Oh, another accident? So that's why it's so crowded. There's been a lot of those lately.
Yeah, see, here's where you would tell me there was one a month back where a girl died. But no, we fade to black.
The inbound train will soon be arriving at platform number 1. Please wait behind the yellow line.
You don't look so good.
We're experiencing technical difficulties in the lower line.
I don't have a visual yet.
That was direct footage from the accident.
According to the police, the engineer's life was not in danger despite his injuries. After questioning, even he could not explain his high speed when approaching the station. No further comments were made. Police are still looking for a plausible motive.
It's less of an operating accident and more of a crime of the company and the government. Site inspectors apparently reported all of this 6 months ago. The deterioration of the tracks and the ATC. Seems a railway company and the Ministry of Transport both turned a blind eye to the truth. There's no way they can hide. This will go all the way to the top.
Now on to our main story. With this derailment accident, as well as other recent incidents of unknown motive, concern is spreading among the general public. Just what could be causing such a drastic change so suddenly in these people? SNN has
Everything's linked. That's what you're thinking, correct? Oh well. Are you free? You and I haven't gone for a drink in a while.
Thank you, sir. But I have another meeting to attend. I must be going.
I was ready to go for this meeting, and that's when this extremely fast train just came crashing in. Oh man, I thought I was gonna die.
A noisy subway platform filled with people was suddenly...
There's our boy.
Did you ask for me? Is it a case?
Not quite. I want your opinion on something.
Sure. Your judgment is quite often correct, though. Can we discuss this over sushi, perhaps? You are making a student work late, after all.
Conveyor belt only.
Oh.
That's probably my favorite Akechi face. That, oh. That sad Akechi face.
Jeez.
Damn, to think there'd be that much traffic. What a waste of time. I wasn't able to open the cafe today.
Well,
whatever.
Fine.
Just head upstairs. There's something I need to give you. Does this involve me dressing up like Little Bo Peep?
Talk about a gruesome accident. 80 people were involved. It's a diary. Make sure you write in it. You may be under probation. There's no special limitations on what you do in particular. Besides following the law, that is.
The law.
However, I'm obligated to report on you, which is why I'm having you record your daily activities.
Yep, that's for Tama.
Hey, what's up? I'm about to leave right now. Don't worry, I'll be there in no time. I'll see you soon. Well, I'm off. I'll lock the place up, so do whatever you want for the rest of the night. Oh, but don't mess up my store. If something goes missing, I'll hand you right over to the cops.
I'm sure you will, Sojiro.
You got school tomorrow. You better head off to bed, all right?
I should do as I'm told for now. Should write down what happened today in my diary. Yep. Another day I should rest up.
I should write something.
I should. That ringing sound isn't coming from my cell phone. I heard it coming from downstairs. I've never ignored this phone call. Yo, it's me. Is this a prank call? Come on now, you forgot my voice already? It's Sakura. I closed up shop, but I forgot to flip the sign to closed. It's too much of a hassle for me to go back, so you flip the sign for me. I got it. Well, I'm sure no one's gonna come, even if it says open. Thank goodness I was able to reach you. Sorry, I make it a habit of not to save guys' numbers on my cell phone. Anyway, I'm glad you answered the phone over in the shop. Okay then, I'm leaving you in charge of the door sign. basically a tutorial on how to interact with things. There's no cleaning LeBlanc in this one either. What should I spend my time doing? I should sleep so I'm ready for tomorrow. No. Can I turn on the TV? Many were wounded in the subway derailment accident. The train schedule was disrupted and there's no estimate as to when the train service will resume. Seems that transit problems caused by the accident will continue until tomorrow morning. There's news coverage about the derailment. It looks like it was a major accident. Can I make curry yet? No, I don't have Morgana. The store's ingredients are kept here. I shouldn't use any of them without asking. Can I turn off the TV? Nope. Okay. Suppose I should go to bed. Is there anything else I need to do? Go to sleep. There's plenty of things I need to do. I just can't do them. Need to take the train to school. Yongan Jaya, Ayoma Ichome transfer. Aoyama Ichome transfer. Looks like I need to go out to Shibuya, then transfer there. More news about that subway accident. Sounds like a lot of people were hurt. I bet this will affect the timetables for tomorrow too. So I saw a meme, a GIF, or a GIF meme, however you want to pronounce it, on The Weeknd and his Super Bowl performance yesterday. I didn't retweet it, but I did find it very amusing. Apparently there was a scene or something where The Weeknd is going through a bunch of hallways looking around. It looks like he's lost. So somebody clipped that, 8-second section and put on there, trying to find the Ginza line. I thought it was hilarious. Because the game makes you go around the block to get the Ginza line. Strange happens in the back. Yep, time to delete it again. I should probably reboot my phone just in case. Eyelids are starting to get heavy. I have school starting today. Hopefully I can get there without getting lost. I don't want to be late on my first day. I should head out now. Not until I have my curry for breakfast. Oh, so you actually are going to school. Here, I'll feed you. Just make sure you finish it before the customers start coming in. Curry? What's that reaction for? Just eat it. I can taste complex flavors with the bold spiciness. It's time for you to go. Thanks for the meal. Huh, turns out you do have manners after all. Hurry over to school. You'll end up late if you get lost on the way. You got it, boss. Oh, flip the sign outside to open for me. Got it. Don't forget to do it then for me, alright? You better hurry on out. You're going to be late if you get lost, country boy. I'm going to have to get some more water because I'm already getting parched with all this talking. What's up, old man? I always like going this way to get to the Yongan Jaya station as opposed to going the other way.
Yongan Jaya. This is Yongan Jaya.
Get on! There's so many people crammed into this tiny car. Turns out the rumors about the Tokyo subway are true. They're showing the news up on the LCD screen. Seems like there are still some lingering effects of yesterday's accident. Hey, where's my buddy Yusuke? I got so used to saying Yosuke for the last month and a half. Now I gotta go back to Yusuke. Take a leisurely ride up the escalator. Go find our vulgar boy.
Oh yeah, did you hear?
He's not there yet.
That's absurd.
There's the Ginza line.
Who cares about that?
Oh, hi. What do you mean? What do you mean you're not thirsty? No! Let me on! Let me on!
Oh man. Did it say it was going to rain today?
It's possible.
Huh? It's raining outside?
It just started all of a sudden. This is why I hate the early spring.
That reminds me. Did he take an umbrella?
Hmm? Who are you talking about?
Don't mind me. So, what'll it be?
One
We'll have a
house
house
blend,
blend,
please.
The effects of yesterday's subway accident continues on today, as various lines suffer delays and...
There's been a lot of nasty accidents lately. You know, I mean the subway accident that the news is talking about. My coworker got caught up in it and is in the hospital now. But that aside, it's kinda creepy. The people who caused these accidents supposedly went crazy all of a sudden. I heard that some of them suffered from nervous breakdowns during interrogation.
Huh.
Aoyama Ichome. This is Aoyama Ichome.
Oh, Yame Ichome.
Train doors are now
Took
closing.
some time, but I finally made it. Not really know where the hell you're going.
Sucks. I left early today, too. This seriously sucks.
Alright. I'm gonna let this play really quick and I'm gonna go get a quick water.
Good morning. You want me to give you a ride to school? You're gonna be late.
Sure, thank you.
Do you need a lift too?
Huh? Nah.
Damn it! Screw that pervy teacher.
Pervy teacher? Huh?
Candidate found.
What do you want?
What's up, vulgar boy?
You planning on ratting me out to Kamoshida?
Kamoshida?
Huh? In that car just now, it was Kamoshida.
That's Joe Chin to me.
He does whatever the hell he wants.
Oh, look,
Who does he
it's
think
Joe.
he is, the king of a castle? Don't you agree?
Which castle?
It's just a saying. Hmm? Wait, you don't know Kamoshida? Are you for real?
Are you for real?
You're from Shujin, right?
I think so.
You messing with me? You're wearing a Shujin uniform. Huh. A second year, huh? We're the same grade then. Never seen you before, though. Oh, you a transfer student?
I am.
Then no wonder you don't know him. This rain ain't too bad. We better hurry up or we'll be late.
Feel lightheaded for some reason.
My head hurts. Damn it, I want to go home.
Technically, we entered the metaverse right then, so everybody around us should have disappeared.
There was a terrible subway accident that day. You remember it, don't you?
Like
I
it was
assume you
yesterday.
know of the uproar that the public calls the psychotic breakdown incidents.
What does that mean?
It was all over the news, and one of the victims included a teacher at your high school. I've no doubt you heard about it. On that day, were you still an ordinary student?
There's nothing ordinary about me, Sai, baby. Come on, baby. No need to fight over Teddy.
Let me change the question. You transferred to Shujin Academy, correct? An ordinary prep school that could be found in any city. That's what it should have been. What happened around that time? Tell me everything, truthfully.
Okay. If I can remember. I was kind of drugged.
What?
Huh? What?
We didn't come the wrong way, though. Yeah, this should be right. What's going on here? I guess we'll just have to go and ask.
I like in this one that transition is better to find in. You could actually see the real school in the circles.
That's weird. Where's the school?
Is this a school?
It should be. It said Shujin on the gate. What's going on here? Out of service? Where'd we end up? The sign was for the school, right?
Yeah.
Right? You saw it too! Jeez, you freaked me out. Who are you? You a student? Man, your costume's impressive. Is that armor real? Come on, don't just stand there, say something. Hey, what's going on?
It's supposed to be a prank.
You really think so? This shit's real. Calm down. Time out, man. We gotta run.
Run.
Yeah, we better not mess with him. Go! Yeah, what's with these guys? You're gonna break my bones, damn it! The hell you think you're...
Take them away!
Hey, wake up! You all right?
Yeah, you?
Yeah, more or less. Looks like this ain't no dream. Yeah, what's going on? Hey, let us out of here! I know there's someone out there! Damn it! Where are we? Is this some kind of TV set? The hell was that just now?
Just a trainer for the volleyball team.
Whoa. You're shitting me, right? Come on, man.
This is real bad. Is there some way out of here? Come on, we gotta do something. These bars are tougher than they look. Vulgar boy.
Damn it.
What if I can force this door open or something? Well, I think I was able to change it inside. Hey, those changes are used for like torture and stuff, right? Damn, this shit ain't funny. The metal bars feel cold to the touch.
Hey.
Yo, there's nothing in there.
Huh?
You hear that?
Be glad that your punishment has been decided upon. Your charge is unlawful entry. Thus, you will be sentenced to death.
Say what?
No one's allowed to do as they please in my castle.
Huh? Wait, is that you, Kamoshida?
Kamoshida?
I thought it was some petty thief, but to think it'd be you, Sakamoto. Are you trying to disobey me again? It looks like you haven't learned your lesson at all, huh? And you brought a friend this time, because you can't do anything for yourself.
This ain't funny, you asshole!
Is that how you speak to a king? It seems you don't understand the position you're in at all. Not only did you sneak into my castle, you committed the crime of insulting me, the king!
Joe Chin.
The punishment for that is death.
Death seems to be a punishment for a lot of things.
It's time for an execution! Take him out!
Stop it! God damn it! I ain't down for this shit! Come on, we're out of here! Just go! Get out of here! These guys are serious!
Oh, running away, are we? What a heartless friend you are.
He ain't a friend! Come on, hurry up and go!
What's the matter? Too scared to run away? Pathetic scum isn't worth my time. I'll focus on this one's execution. Take this! Lowly scum! Useless pest!
If you're gonna wear that outfit, you should at least wax those legs, Cappuccino.
Huh. Where'd your energy from earlier go? A peasant like you isn't worth beating. I'll have you killed right now.
Have you lost your mind?
What? Don't you dare tell me you don't know who I am. That look in your eyes irritates me. Hold him there. After the peasant, it's his turn to die.
Yeah, he needs to at least wax.
This is truly an unjust game. Your chances of winning are almost none. But if my voice is reaching you, there may yet be a possibility open to you.
What's the matter? Are you simply going to watch? Are you forsaking him to save yourself? Death awaits him if you do nothing. Was your previous decision a mistake then?
It wasn't.
Very well. I have heeded your resolve. Vow to me. I am thou art I. Thou who art willing to perform all sacrilegious acts for thine own justice. Call upon my name and release thy rage. Show the strength of thy will to ascertain all on thine own, though thou be chained to hell itself!
Execute him!
That's enough.
What was that? You desire to be killed that much? Fine.
Bitch, you broke my glasses.
What the? I am the rebel soul that resides within you. If you so desire, I shall consider granting you the power to break through this crisis.
Oh boy. Not Mr. Marsh. How you doing today? Welcome back to the stream. It's nice to see you again. Hope you had a good day. Hope you had a good weekend. Give me your power.
Very well.
Doing good. Good to hear. Good to hear that. Again, thanks for stopping by again.
Who the hell are you? Guard!
Start by killing that one! You'll learn the true strength of my men!
What's up, Pyro Jack? From a level 40 in Persona 4 to a level 2 in Persona 5.
Detest the enemies before you. Change that animosity into power and unleash it!
Yeah.
Persona! There! Swing your blade!
Yep, Pyro Jack in Persona 4 to Jack-o'-lantern in Persona 5.
This power of mine is yours! Kill them however you want. Run wild to your heart's content!
Hell, stop that.
Persona! Go down!
Hee-haw!
Persona! Ravage them!
P5 the anime sucks. Now see, I watched. I didn't think it was that bad. It didn't. I'll say there really wasn't a good flow to it. I did watch the whole thing, the English dub.
What?
I thought it was okay. Again, similar to how I used to watch Pokemon when I was younger. I like seeing the Pokemon battle. So the anime, I like seeing the Persona battle. Again, I didn't think it was horrible. I know there are a number of people who think the anime sucks. I just started watching the Persona 4 English dub anime, the original, not the golden one. I just started that today, and I'm like 4 or 5 episodes into it.
What was that just now?
There are some funny bits in that.
You little...
Ha! You like that, you son of a bitch?
Lock the cell.
You mean this? Okay, it's locked.
Damn you!
Hey, what was that just now? And your clothes. Whoa, it went back to normal. Ah!
You bastards!
God, this is effing nuts.
Max Middleman, who does Ryuji, had a little one-on-one session with Cassandra Lee Morris, who does Morgana. Cassandra was doing a number of those one-on-ones. She did one with Max, she did one with Erica, she did one with Xanthi, I believe, and she did one with Xander. And I think one of the questions I was asked when she was interviewing Max was, did Ryuji ever say fuck? And Max said he does believe he actually verbalized the word fuck in one of his sessions. Obviously, he never made it. We know between 4 anime wasn't that bad. Yeah, again, I'm only 4 or 5 episodes into it. I got up to Chie and I's bitch slap fight in the gym while they're watching the exhibition game on the basketball team. So, but yeah, Max said he believes he said the word fuck during one of the sessions. Obviously, he never made it. But...
Anyways, let's scram. You lead the way.
Goddamn thieves! After them! Don't let them escape! Damn you!
You bastards! You think you can get away with doing this to me?
What was that?
I don't give a shit. I ain't down for any of this. Come on, let's get out of here. I can't equip anything yet. I don't have no power. Hey, how you doing? You petty slaves can't seriously hope to leave my castle alive. You don't know why people hate Narukami's appearance? I didn't hate it. I mean...
Hey,
we gotta ignore him and look out for a way out. Really? He's not the typical quote-unquote looking high schooler. you know, the grayer hair, the silver hair, however you want to call it, isn't traditional. I watched when he awoke to Izanagi. He started unbuttoning his coat. Quite frankly, I think Kanji looks more out of place than Narukami, and I haven't gotten to a part where Kanji is yet. It did the job. Yes, it did. The bridge looks like it's broken though. Wait, think we can jump across? Yes, jump.
Yeah.
Yeah. Going this way. You like his appearance? Again, there really isn't anybody I dislike. Again, I'm an easygoing person.
Damn it.
Kanji's is definitely startling. At the end of the golden, content, we go back and visit for summer vacation, his drastic appearance changed. But yeah, Narukami's, it didn't really bother me that much. Oh, actually I like going down here.
And again.
Getting a little yell at. You just like Yosuke's hair?
Whoa. Damn it.
Look, there's some guys in armor over there. They'll probably call for backup if we try and take them on. We should go some other way. I guess I don't have enough experience in anime to really have a definitive opinion. Whoa. But again, none of them really rub me the wrong way. I guess I can look back past their appearance and see the stupid shit that they're saying and laugh at that. Over there, they're looking for us, right? I ain't playing along with this anymore. We gotta find a way out of this goddamn place. This goes up. You think it heads to the exit? Not quite, but it's close. Is this the exit? Hey, let's get the hell out of this place. Dude, you gotta be joking. Your first playthrough after so many years, I got attached to the social links. And again, playing 5 first and then 4, I got spoiled to where, your confidants actually give you something useful in their rank ups, and other than your teammates, your social links don't give you anything other than at the end you can fuse the ultimate persona.
Hell? Huh?
Hey, look! We really did hear people screaming, so we ain't the only ones who got captured. Is he okay?
Huh?
Yep. Can't do anything with that bridge. Let's go talk to the talking cat.
What the hell?
Not a cat. Nothing to then. Damn it! How the hell are we supposed to get out of here?
Hey!
Hey, you there!
Hey!
Blondie, Frizzy hair. Look over here. Oh, absolutely. Again.
Yeah. What is this thing?
They both had their pros and cons. With P4, I definitely did like the shuffle system, the card system. I missed not having my baton pass. The constant shuffling of the dungeon floors similar to Mementos, that kind of got boring at a time, but it had a really good story. I have not played Persona 3, and I really don't think I will. If I really get desperate, I might. 4 and 5 are about my limit. Again, I do have I did make the early purchase for Strikers, so in 11 days I'll be able to download that on Steam. If Persona 3 gets a remaster, then yes. If they do make a Steam port, then yes, I will play that. I do have a PS2. I think my son stole it. I think it's up in his room. But if Persona 3 gets a remaster, then yes, I will play it then. And they really, July 7th it gets a remaster? Now, is it going to be a Steam port or is it going to be a multi-platform port? Because if it's multi-platform, I'll definitely get it on Steam again. Because again, it's going to be a Steam port. All right, looks like I'm going to be playing Persona 3 eventually. You hope. Oh, absolutely. Again, absolutely. I think the buying public and the gaming public has shown. What if it's a PS4? Then I'm playing this. I mean, this is my PS4 download. If they make it for PS4, I'll get it as well. But again, if they make it a multi-platform like PS4, PS5 would be fabulous. I don't know how well the graphics are going to hold up. PS4 and Steam. In that case, you want to know why? Why do you think it's going to be on both? Again, I think the gaming public has shown with Persona 4 Gold in that you put the games on Steam and people will buy them. With the success of 4 Gold, and I'm sure that's why Strikers is on Steam. Before Golden has so much. Exactly. So now when I purchased the deluxe package on Steam for Strikers, so I got the digital I got the digital download. I think it came with like a digital booklet and like a soundtrack or something. But I also want to eventually get it for. Yep. I also want to get it for PS4 just for the trophy system. So same thing with Strikers. Eventually, I'd like to get it on PS4 just for the trophy system and make it another game to platinum.
You're not soldiers of this castle, right? Get me out of here!
But yeah, if it comes out in July, I'll get it.
Look, the key's right there!
We're trying to get the hell out of here. I mean, you obviously look like an enemy too.
I'm locked up here, so how can I be your enemy? Help me out!
Quiet down.
I'm begging you, you have to help me!
They're catching up already. Shit, there's still no service. Ain't there any way to contact someone outside?
Absolutely. Again, if Strikers has the same success that Golden did on Steam, I foresee a lot more games, a lot more of these bigger games getting a Steam release.
How the hell do we get out?
Hey, you two! You wanna know where the exit is? Let me out, and I'll take you there. You don't want to get caught and executed, right?
Can you really help us?
I never go back on my word.
Again, the handful of people that I've talked to that have played Persona 3 say it is one of their all-time favorites. So, again, the only thing I hear, from what I've heard about it, the only thing I probably wouldn't like is I want to control my characters. I want it, in 4 and 5, I had them. So, ducking good. The AI sucks. Right, and again, I like controlling my characters. I like commanding my character's actions. In the P3, I heard you don't do that. I was in chat with somebody, I can't remember who, I want to say it was my mod Ama. She was actually playing Persona 5 Royal with Persona 3 battle commands, where your teammates acted freely. Which would be an interesting way to play. Maybe if I'm feeling froggy, I'll do that on one of my Persona 5 Royal replays. Not on stream, of course, but, off stream.
This thing sounds like it's all talk.
I'm already on my 7th playthrough on it. I just beat Kaneshiro, so maybe my next playthrough I'll play it like that.
If you guys think you can get out on your own, then be my guest.
What do we do? seriously not messing with us?
If you don't hurry, they'll
You did
catch
an
you.
Orpheus only pee through? Nice.
Fine.
Freedom tastes so great.
Now where's the exit, you monster cat?
I am not a cat.
Don't call me a cat. I am Morgana.
With the hardest that is a challenge. A solo persona, hardest difficulty. You can't control the AI of your teammates.
Shut up and hurry it up.
That's a challenge.
You want to be locked up again?
Good on you.
All right.
Oh, it was a pain. Oh, I can imagine a pain in the ass. I'm sure the death count was through the roof.
Follow me and stay quiet.
Jeez.
It's fourth period already. Sakura-san said that Kurusu-kun left the house this morning. Should I contact the police? 90 deaths. How long? At one ball? Oh my god! Again, I don't know about the game. I don't know about the boss fights, but 90 deaths at one boss fight. Oh, that just screams rage quit. Hopefully, that wasn't all in one sitting. But wow, 90 deaths. By playthrough 91, you're just praying to the RNG gods that you get some good. So you had Yosuke luck in that at that boss fight. Your luck stat was a what? I don't know. It'll be just more of a hassle. Oh, what did I do to deserve this? Yeah, that's rough. That's rough. But you're good on you for keeping at it and getting through it. And again, challenging yourself. Oh, well, I guess we just gotta follow it.
Hey.
What are you doing? What does it look like I'm doing? I'm lowering the bridge.
Well,
You, frizzy hair. It seems like you pick up on things faster than our blondie over there. Try checking around the mouth of the statue, okay? It literally saved your game 12 times. 12 times in 4 different spots just to make sure in case one of them failed.
For
you
real?
Had backups. Then you had backups to the backup. How are we supposed to know to do that? Amateur. Come on, let's keep going. Very nice.
Oh shit! Oh shit, it's them!
you amateur. Stay still. Hey, you. You can fight, right? Let's go. Come!
I can imagine the scream of elation that you let out when you finally beat him on that 91st try.
You got one of those things too?
We will promptly shut them up.
That's a wake up the neighbors, yeah. Just that primal. Yeah!
Damn shadows. They've taken up intercept positions. It means they're holding nothing back and are serious to kill us. I'll back you up. So fight like your life depends on it. Let's go!
Persona! Ravage them!
I knew you were an amateur.
The bane of your existence. Next, yep.
This is how you fight! Zoro, show your might! Strike at an enemy's weakness to knock them down. Use that opening to strike again! That's the most basic of basics. Remember it well.
Yep, weaknesses and one more. Know all about them.
Come on, let's hurry and get through this! Persona!
Oh, there's your triple digit deaths. you did when you were 15 when the Orpheus only run?
Okay.
Another tool for our mission.
I would imagine you were frustrated. Absolutely.
Oh.
Not bad. Your Persona's pretty powerful. Persona? Only 3 years ago? Very nice, very nice. Again, that's when you finally beat it, you're like, you let out that primal scream. You do that victory dance around the living room. You mean that thing that comes out of you guys all dramatic like? Yes, you saw how Frizzy Hair here ripped off his mask when he summoned it, right? Well, everybody wears a mask deep within their heart. By removing that... Whoa! Huh? It turned back to normal. I would imagine that you were running away from like every enemy you could. Looks like you don't have full control over your power yet. The transformation shouldn't normally dissolve like that. After all. That's enough. This crap doesn't make any sense. Can't you just sit still and listen for once, Blondie? Oh, you ran a circle in the city when you won. Shouting from the rooftops. Very nice. Excellent. Don't call me Blondie. My name's Ryuji.
Hey!
Actually, there's no time for me to lecture you. You want to escape this place in one piece, right? Let's go. Oh, before that, take these. Use them carefully, okay? Yeah, give me my 3 medicines that I never touched. Come on, we should hurry. It's not much farther to the exit. Oh, I'd imagine. Again, accomplishing something like that difficult.
Now then.
That's that passion project stuff that you do. You know, that's that, you know, you set yourself a goal and you were not going to be deterred from completing that goal even after 100, 3-digit count deaths. You still kept at it. That's admirable. Your Master comes, you're going to stream it on Twitch? Alright. Another Orpheus only. Well, I will definitely have to stop by then and check it out. Just make sure you're good on HP, okay? There's still a chance we'll end up having to fight it here. Orpheus only, hardest difficulty. Yep. Finally, I got a quick crap. Getting a new PC soon? Nice. Again, I got the PC I'm on now. It was so long since I had an actual desktop PC. I had a number of laptops, and I have a Surface. But it's been so long since I actually had a desktop PC. I got it again just for streaming. When the pandemic hit, I got into watching streaming a lot more. There's a number of streamers that I watch on a pretty regular basis, and I don't really aspire to be like Twitch partner, because this is never I never see this as being a full-time job. But it'd be great to get affiliate at least, so I can get people in, get people watching, get a couple emotes of my own. No buffs. Oh. So you're not gonna use attack and defense buffs or debuffs. Oh yeah, no, that's definitely a passion project. You can't buff yourself or debuff them. That is going to be a challenge and a half. Again, I hope it comes out. I hope you get your PC to make yourself depressed. Well, again, you get that going, you get working on that, I will definitely come over and cheer you on that. That'll be fantastic. Alright, now what costume should I use? I've used most, you wanna know what? Gekogen is Persona 3. I've used, my last playthrough I used the P4. Since we're talking about P3, I'll use the P3 costumes. Yes, if, when I bought Persona 5 Royal, I spent the $100 and I got all the DLC. When I bought this, I bought all the DLC. So in addition to the, I guess there's the Stray Sheep costume from Catherine. I think it's the dance wear. Yep. There's Dance Morgana with the rainbow fro. That's his dance wear. He's got it obviously for Persona 4. He's got a Teddy costume, so he looks like Teddy. But yeah, there's a lot of people. The couple streamers that I saw. Yep. Obviously, it's the Persona 3. So I'll put everybody in the Persona 3 uniforms. All right, yep. And if you look at his feet, he's got like the Age of Stumps. There's Saint Hermelin and then Seven Sisters. I can't remember which is which. Which is P1 and which is P2. But I mean, it goes 3, 4. Let's take a look really quick, actually. All right, looks like Seven Sisters High is Persona 2. So that must mean Saint Hermelin is Persona 1. Hey, Teddy, Trish. This one I don't know. Come on, Morgana, get up here. Yeah, I don't know what that one is. I wonder if that's like one of the secondary schools in another game. I don't recognize that one. Obviously, I never played 1, 2, or 3. Same thing with the Trish costumes. I don't know which game. It's a P2 school? Okay. Again, I'm sure some of these are not just Persona, but, you know, Shin Megami Tensei stuff as well. Merry Christmas, the Dance Wear, Shadow Ops. Naruto. Oh, Stealthy Cat. That's just creepy. But anyway. We'll throw in the Aegis. We'll stick with P3. Whoa! Oh, hold on a second. I feel like I've seen what this dude's wearing before. It only says Shujin on the back. Damn it, I'm too flushed. I can't remember a damn thing. Came in a P2 mission? Okay. Come on, let's go.
Come on, man.
Hold on, damn it.
What did you say?
What is it? We need to go fast. But it was from Shin Megami Tensei. Again, I'm sure all of these can't be from Personas, so I can imagine there's some Shin Megami Tensei crossovers. But who are these guys? Do you think you have time to worry about other people right now? Besides, they're there. Should have listened to me. Let's kick its ass. Glad you stick to your guns. So it's rare to go too. What's up, Pixie?
Persona!
Too slow.
I'll cut you off!
Too slow.
What are you gonna do?
Alright, let's get away before more show up. Hold on, we can't just leave these guys here. You really don't get it, do you? There's no time to explain. That is nostalgic for you? Oh, the winning theme song, yeah. Look, I'm going. If you don't want to follow, be my guest. Damn it, fine, I'm coming. I never, again, I've done the Persona 5 outfits, obviously. I did Persona 4. I did
this way.
The entrance hall is right above here. The exit's close. Keep it up. I've done Danceware. Doesn't show. Yeah, it doesn't show Makoto's face.
We're here.
Oh, finally, we're saved. It's not opening. Did you trick us, you jerk?
Don't jump to conclusions. Over here.
Hey, wait up! Where are we supposed to get out from here? There aren't even any windows.
Ugh, amateur. This is the most basic of basics.
We're gonna die here?
That's right. Everything's hopeless and black like my fur. Now, why would I die here with you two?
I love that one. Everything's hopeless and black like my fur. How do I know the Persona franchise? I had not been introduced. No, actually, when the COVID lockdown started back in March, I started working from home. I used to go into an office, obviously. I work at a bank. So I'd go into the office and I would watch a couple YouTubers with Zelda Let's Plays and Zelda theory videos on YouTube. And then the one YouTuber I follow, Nintendo Black Crisis, he was excited because Persona 5 Royal was being released, obviously, early last year. And of course, I enjoyed his work. I enjoyed his videos on YouTube, so he started streaming it on there, and I was watching it. When I first saw this game, it seemed complicated to me. I had flashbacks to Final Fantasy X and the frickin', the sphere system or whatever, how you upgraded your character. And I never thought the game would be for me. But the more I watched it, the more I fell in love with the music. The music, number one, phenomenal. All 4 and 5, I've played both of those. Phenomenal music. I started to like the gameplay. I like RPGs. The story was reeling me in. The characters were really good. So that's where I got introduced to Persona. From watching him play his Let's Plays and his streams, I bought a PS4. I never had a PS4. The last system I had was a PS2. I was mostly a Nintendo person. But I bought a PS4. I dropped $100 on Persona 5 Royal and all the DLC. Luckily, Uncle Sam and our former president came through with the stimulus packages. So my wife and I got a decent chunk of change. She was able to still work, though. I was able to still work. So we had money coming in, plus a little extra. You got introduced by a friend? Yeah, I mean, some people, Persona 5 Royal was their first introduction because it was so big, and obviously because Joker was going into Smash. But for me, it was before that, I guess, technically. Actually, no, I think it was after, because I think Joker was introduced for Smash before Royal came out, or it was about the same time. Yeah, I would imagine yours would have been P3, because you've been playing it for a number of years. But a number of people, Persona 5 Royal was their first Persona, and when I was watching him play the Dark Theme, yeah, I mean, the only questionable thing I have with Persona 3 is how they, summon their persona. First cutscene, a girl trying to shoot herself. Again, I mentioned that to Yoshi, who pops in here quite often. The Evokers and how they summon their persona, basically by blasting themselves in the head. That is a very controversial, just the act is very controversial nowadays. With the uproar in the United States, at least, over gun violence. So, but yeah, ever since then, I've played, again, I'm on my 7th playthrough of Persona 5 Royal. I have about 670 hours into that. This is technically my 2nd playthrough of Persona 5 Vanilla. I just finished it, I think, last Friday. They need to accept death to unlock their potential. And again, I don't know a lot about the story of Persona 3, so it'll be interesting, again, if they're able to port it to Steam. It'll be interesting to play it and start getting the story out of it. But, this is my 2nd playthrough of Vanilla. I bought it shortly after I bought Royal, but I got halfway through Kamoshida's Palace and the controls just felt so clunky to me based on Royal. So I put it aside for a number of months, and then I decided, you know what, I'm going to play it and finish it so I can stream it. So.
The ventilation shaft, you morons.
But yeah, I mean,
you guys should be able to squeeze through it one at a time.
There are people that love the Persona series. They love the Shin Megami Tensei series. I think they announced Shin Megami Tensei 5's coming out shortly. People are nuts over that.
I see.
And again, because of my newfound, I do have a wife. She couldn't give two shits about video games. I'm in my basement right now. Again, I don't know if you can really tell, but I'm in my basement. This is basically my office. I use this monitor and a laptop here to do my work, and then this monitor with my desktop to do my gaming and watching stuff here. So I basically live down in this room. It's like a 10-foot by 12-foot room. I live down here for like 15 hours a day. So she's upstairs, she reads her books. But yeah, she doesn't give two shits about video games or Persona or Shin Megami Tensei. She'll read her book, she'll watch TV. If I'm not bothering her, I'm okay. Obviously, if we need to go if we need to go shopping or something, I'll take her. She doesn't have a license, so I drive her. She never really wanted a license, but we've been together. Hell, we just celebrated our 20th wedding anniversary in December, this past December, and we've been together 27 years. So, makes you sad. You had a girlfriend once? Again, if you were 15 3 years ago, if I do the math right, you're only 18. There's plenty of time left. Life definitely does not end at 18. I just turned 43. So 43 minus 27. I was 15 years old, I think, when I met my wife. And I know we've been together 27 years because we started dating in 1993. And I have a 27-year-old son, 25-year-old son, and a 24-year-old daughter. So I had 3 children by the time I was 18. And I've been with the same woman. I guess some people might say I'm the exception to the rule in that I had 3 kids basically right out of high school. And I'm still with the same woman. And as much as she's a pain in my ass, and she is, and I tell her that all the time, I love that woman to death. And I would do anything for her. So, there are the sayings that there's plenty of fish in the sea. You know, you weren't even a glimmer. You were not even a glimmer in your father's eye when I started dating. Yes. Again, we started dating in 93. I graduated high school in 95. So last year was, my 25th school anniversary from graduating high school. Yes, you are. You are still young. 18 is absolutely enough fished in the sea. There's absolutely time. The downside is the last 10 months have been poo-poo for socialization. Again, I am not in, I guess I would not call myself in your technology generation. There are so many people in a younger generation than me that will meet on... Don't worry about it. Yeah, don't worry about it. I know what you meant. But there are so many people in younger generations than me who will meet people through social media, through chat channels, like Twitter or Discord. Again, so many dating apps, so many dating websites. And that works perfectly for them. And in this current climate, that's perfect because you can see somebody, you can talk with somebody, but you don't get that face-to-face yet. You can still get to know them, but you don't get that face-to-face discussion and that face-to-face contact. And I am very much like to meet people in person. I like giving somebody that handshake. I love giving somebody that hug when I see them. If they're a good acquaintance of mine, I like getting that handshake and get that hug and seeing their face and saying hello. And the last 10 months have not been good, obviously, because everybody's on lockdown and we're trying to protect ourselves. But I don't see it lasting. Again, it's going to last a little longer. I mean, it's not going to go away overnight. But I do see things going to improve once we can get enough vaccines for this for everybody. I see the vaccine for this to be something similar to a tetanus shot. You get one, a round or two now, and then in a couple years, maybe you have to get a booster. You met your ex and she was bullied, so I was like, let's protect her. You want to know what? It was... I didn't quite meet my wife the same way, but she had a similar situation. She moved from the city to the suburbs where we were. You were one of the strongest. Well, you definitely had an admirable goal. You had a good mind to, hey, it's not right what's going on with her, and that you want to protect her. So that's excellent. That's a good mindset to have. My wife, she moved from the city to the suburbs where we are. She really didn't know a lot of people, and she was bullied at school as well. I didn't like it, but I was always... My mother texted me from 2 floors up telling we need another package of toilet paper in the bathroom when I go up. So, but anyway, I was a nerd, flat out nerd in school. I wasn't top of the class, but I enjoyed school. I enjoyed studying. It came easy to me, and I was able to get away with like an A- average, I'll say. If I'd have really studied, I could have definitely got an A or an A+, but school came easy to me. I enjoyed it. 26 years later, I still miss going to school. Ow! Punching so hard his teeth flew out of his mouth. Well, I can't condone violence. Peace. I try to advocate for peace. But I can't imagine the pain that you felt in your hand, because teeth aren't soft and teeth don't come out easily. So the amount of force that you had to have to punch his teeth out must have hurt your hand something awful. And you can't stand, I can't stand bullies either. I really can't. On a somewhat related subject, I follow another YouTuber called Hyrule Gamer, and he recently put out, and I understand what he did, why he did it. I follow a YouTuber called Hyrule Gamer, and he recently did a video on the ships in Zelda series. And he did heterosexual ships. He did homosexual ships, same-sex ships. And apparently he was getting a lot of negative comments on his video because he did those same-sex ships. And that's horrible. I am not, I'm not a same-sex, I'm not in a same-sex relationship. I am in a heterosexual relationship, the quote-unquote standard. I'm a heterosexual white male in a relationship with a heterosexual white female. However, if you want to ship 2 male characters, if you want to ship 2 female characters, you should be able to do that. What does it affect anybody else who you see together? Okay? Persona 5. Everybody ships Joker and Akechi. Everybody I follow, everybody I listen to ship Joker and Akechi. Do I see it? A little bit. Am I all gung-ho about it? Not really, because it might seem, I don't know if we want to call it naive, or you want to call it, you know what? I don't know what you want to call it. I'm not somebody who actively looks for those shipping relationships. Are the signals there? Absolutely. The way Joker and Akechi, especially in Royal, where they fleshed out Akechi's character, you can see how Akechi and Akira or Ren or Joker, how they interact and how they can see them as a couple. In Persona 4, how you can see Yosuke and Narutame. I think it's, I can't remember Yu's actual last name. I think it's Narutame. Yeah. How they ship Yu and Yosuke just based on their reactions and their interactions and their chats. Perfectly fine. Narukami, see, I don't call a character by their name. One of the biggest things I see, and one of the biggest thing I see on another Twitch streamer that I follow is Sora and Riku from the Kingdom Hearts games. She just ordered a Sora and Riku fanzine that's a wedding edition with Sora and Riku in wedding outfits and wedding scenarios, and it's a full fanzine on this stuff. Narutame, see? I had Naoki, Nanako, Naoto, all those names I kept mixing up throughout the whole playthrough. Narutame is the killer, right? All the names start to blend together. But I mean, she ships Sora and Riku so hard, and that's fine. I haven't played the game, so I don't see. I say I haven't seen, not that I don't see. I haven't seen everything that she's seen and everything that she believes that, yes, these two definitely should be married. These two belong together. Naoto and Kanji, absolutely. Naoto and Kanji. Well, that's mostly Kanji's doing. I remember, just thinking back to the ski trip, and Kanji's trying to teach Naoto how to ski. She ends up falling on him, and you see the blood just flowing out of Kanji's nose as he's falling backwards. But Naoto and Kanji, Chie and Yosuke, or Chie and Yu. Unfortunately, I think Yukiko gets left out. She hangs out with Teddy a lot. But I'm not a quote unquote shipper. I don't play games and I say, okay, those two belong together. Or no, these two belong together and he would do better. You dated Yukiko? I dated Marie. Because I like the look. I like that punker look. And when I replay again in my new game plus, I'm gonna go, Naoto. But I'm not a person who actively looks for ships. I play the game. I go along with the story. But if you want a ship, have at it. It's your thoughts. See, Yukiko's alright for me. Rize gets on my nerves. Rize is very forward. She is not afraid to she's not afraid to speak her mind. Naoto is very reserved. Yukiko, you see such a transition from the beginning of the game where she's very sheltered, very, very introverted. You got shipped in school with that girl? It worked out for a bit, at least. But, the transformation of Yukiko going from that very sheltered, very introverted girl to laughing at the drop of a hat, which she would only do in front of Chie, she does in front of everybody. And then at the end of the golden portion, when you go back on summer vacation, and, everybody's all dressed, and it's only been 6 months since you left, but everybody looks so much more mature. But, yep. But yeah, I'm not an active shipper. I don't go out of my way. I don't get so knee deep in. First time you saw her laughing. I find it amazing that Amanda Lee, or Amanda Wynn Lee. I'm a dater. I find it amazing that Amanda Wynn Lee could go from voicing somebody like Yukiko in 4 to someone like Oya in 5. Such a drastic difference to go from one of the more beloved characters in 4 to Oya gets so much shit and so much, quote unquote hate. Obviously they don't really hate her, but so much hate in Persona 5. I find it amazing. So anyway,
Then we just gotta get that metallic mesh off. And a 1, and a... Ah! Ow. Oh, crap. The enemy didn't hear us,
now,
did they?
what old design are you talking about? I mean, this is vanilla. Are you talking about how she looked in vanilla to how she looked in Royal, or are you talking like concept art for her?
Seriously, we're finally getting out of here.
You should wait on celebrating until you actually get out. Now get going.
But what about you?
Concept art, okay.
There's something that I still have to do. We're going our separate ways.
Don't get caught again.
You better be careful,
I'm gonna have
too.
to bring up her concept art
See ya.
now in Royal in the Thieves' Den. Because I don't recall what her concept
Those
art
two
looks
seem
like.
useful. Especially the frizzy-haired one, if my judgment's right.
You don't like Kawakami? Now see, I like Kawakami, and it goes back to when I was in high school. There were a couple teachers that I was attracted to. Again, I fully admit to being a male pig. There were a couple teachers that I was attracted to. And, Kawakami's she's supposed to be in her mid-20s. I do not like her hairdo. Obviously, I like her hair better as Becky than as Kawakami. That's one of my peeves with Rize. I don't like that, even though she's got, the big ponytails. I don't care for the messy hairstyle.
Huh? Return? Does that mean we got away?
Probably.
I don't know what to think anymore.
But yeah, I like Kawakami. She was one of the people I romanced in one of my Royal playthroughs.
What was all that anyways?
I'm working my way
That
down.
Castle and Kamoshida and that weird cat?
For my, I romanced Haru in my first playthrough of this. In my current playthrough of Royal that I'm doing, I'm going to romance Haru there. This playthrough, I'm going to romance Futaba.
What's with the yelling? Are you students of Shujin?
I do have a weakness for redheads.
Cutting classes, are we?
Huh? No. We were trying to get to school, and we ended up at this weird castle.
What? Hand over your bag. You better not be doing any drugs.
Got any drugs?
Why would you think that?
You're going to buy PS4 and Persona 5. Who are you going to romance? That's a good question. I mean, you said you liked Yukiko. If you go by voice actor, that would be obviously Oya. Out of the 10, I'm going to guess Hifumi. That's my guess.
Are you his friend?
Something like that. Hifumi.
Then you should go to school. Take him with you.
I did romance her once as well. Again, I'm playing all through Royal a number of times to get all the Christmas gifts, so I can boost the confidant, boost the confidant points. My first playthrough, I did everybody but Sumire. So I had 9 girls in the harem without Sumire. But I got... You started like, let me marry her, please. Yes, Hifumi is very cute. She's an intellectual, which appeals to me as well. That's another thing that, you know, draws me to Futaba. In addition to being a redhead, she's very intellectual. She's so precious. Yes. So I've romanced Makoto, Sumire, Kawakami, Hifumi, Chihaya. Who else? Damn. I think I said Hifumi. She was one of them. I know I have Futaba on Haru and Oya left. Those are the only 4 out of the 10 that I have left in Royal. Well, in Royal, there are 2 Thieves' Den achievements. One is for dating every girl, one is for friend zoning every girl. So basically the first 2 playthroughs I satisfied them all. The first playthrough I romanced everybody but Sumire. In the second playthrough I friend zoned everybody but Sumire. So I got those 2 achievements in that playthrough.
Like I'm trying to say, I don't know what's going on either.
After I wanted to see what would happen in my, in the harem route, and I found out what happened. You get the crap beat out of you, and I actually took a picture on my phone of the Valentine's Day date when everybody came over to kick my ass. I found it funny.
We passed by Shujin on our way here. There was nothing out of the ordinary about it.
You're into shy anime girls? Well, okay. Well, then that would go along with Yukiko and Hifumi, because they're both fairly shy.
If
when
you
you first
spout
meet them.
any more nonsense, I'll contact your school. Is that what you want?
Come on, say something.
To be honest, I romanced Hifumi in my one playthrough because ranking up her confidant is so difficult, because there are a handful of interactions where you don't get any rank up points. So all the bonus points you can get is a bonus. I don't want to be late.
That's not what I meant. Wait a sec. Is that guy for real? Fine, I'm going.
So,
a Minister of Transport announcing his resignation.
again, I have I'm going to do, in my current playthrough of Royal, I'm going to romance Haru, then Futaba, then An, and then I'll finish off with Oya. So, yeah.
Things are
7, 8, 9,
going
10.
as planned. Sainijima. That reminds me. Better to leave it be for now.
Is this for real?
And there's another for real.
I'm sure we came the same way. What's going on here?
That's exactly what I wanted to ask you. We received a call from the police.
The damn cops snitched on us after all.
It's rare not to see you alone. Where were you roaming around until this time?
A castle?
A castle.
So you have no intention of giving an honest answer?
Every girl you saw in P5, you were disappointed. Now, see, I fell hard into the Makoto trap. She's still best girl to me. I fell hard into it.
What's this about a castle?
Kamoshida?
You seem so carefree, Sakamoto. Quite a difference from when you did morning practice for the track team.
Shut up! It's your fault that
How dare you speak that way to Mr. Kamoshida?
Yes. But it breaks my heart every time I have to turn Haru down. Because she takes it the worst.
There's not much leeway left for you, you know?
He's the one that provoked me.
But yes, I do
Do
understand.
you really want to be expelled?
The appeal to Hifumi.
In any case, you'll have to explain yourself. Follow me.
What? This is bullshit!
Come now, I should have been more considerate too. Let's just say that we were both to blame.
Well, if you say so. Still, you're coming with me. It's undeniable that you're extremely late.
Fine.
By the way, you're that new transfer student, correct?
Yes, sir. Well, now, you say you have contact. Is it friendly? You know, are you still on a friendly chat basis, or is it, you know, someone you'll see and talk to every once in a while? Friendly. Good. Good. So you realize that while things may not work out with each other,
have we met somewhere?
At least romantically, you realize that you can still be friends. So that's excellent. We met at the castle.
Castle? What the? Oh, I saw you at the station.
You promised to protect her forever. You're going to protect your little cinnamon roll.
Well, I'll overlook this just for today. I'm sure you've heard from the principal, but cause any trouble and you'll be expelled. Understand?
Can you overlook more?
Is that supposed to be a joke? I'm not laughing.
I'm not laughing. It's admirable that you want... You're still serious about her safety. And again, that's admirable. I would just caution you that you can't be around her 24/7.
At any rate, hurry up and go to the faculty office. I'm sure Ms. Kawakami's tired of waiting.
You know, I'm sure she appreciates, or she may. Again, I don't know what kind of person she is. She may appreciate you trying to protect her, but you can't be around her 24/7. And eventually she's going to come across a situation that she's going to have to handle herself.
Good luck trying to enjoy your new school life.
She's the shy and smart type. Well, see, that's how I was. I didn't have any friends in school. I don't have any friends today.
The school turned into an old castle?
I have two types of people. I have family and I have acquaintances. You know, I don't have any friends. I was always someone who was by himself most of the time. Confident and strong type. Yeah, see, you're the complete opposite of me. And that's good. That's good. You have that confident aura around you. You know how to hold yourself up. You know how to take care of yourself, and you're willing to take care of others. Which there are some individuals who would be confident and strong, but they'd be self-indulgent. They'd be selfish, so to speak, and be more concerned about themselves than others. And you're not like that, at least from what you tell me, obviously. So that's good. But again, I was the bookworm. I was the nerd. I got picked on a bit when I was in like elementary school, but as I got to the higher grades, I pretty much stopped. Everybody had their little cliques. They still do with people that I'm around. But, I got family and I have acquaintances. I have people who are related to me and I have people I know. Those are the only two people I know. If you want to throw co-workers in, that'd be a third one. But, you know, I'm not I'm not number one on anybody's contact lists. I'm not anybody who, you know, people will think of first when they want to talk to somebody. I put the offer out there. Hey, you know, I'm always willing to help.
A talking cat?
I'm always willing to chat. I mean, I'm enjoying this now. You know, this is the most I've chatted in the, 2 or 3 months that I've been streaming. Again, it's great that you're still in love with her and you want to protect her. You just got to be cautious and not turn into an individual that develops an obsession. Because that's when it'll start crossing the line and things can get dangerous. Or, you know, troublesome. Maybe not dangerous, but troublesome. Good. Good for you.
Are you hallucinating from an overdose? I won't put up with you if you're simply joking around. I'm going to have you continue the story.
Good, you have time for your studies and friends. Keep that. Keep that, you know, keep that studious. You're getting nervous. because you're, the nervousness I would think comes from again, this is playing psychology on two people that I've never met before in my life. But I know when I get nervous around people, it's either because I either don't know them well, or in your case, maybe you know them too well and you're nervous because you don't want to offend them, or you're nervous because you say you still really like her but you're not getting those feelings back. Again, that's a delicate balance to maintain, that friendship, yet you still have the feelings for her. And there are numerous stories where people will know each other in you know, high school or college. They're not right for each other then, but years down the line, they reconnect, they start talking, they're like, hey, why don't we start dating? You were dating once before, maybe something will happen, you'll start dating again, and you end up married for the rest of your lives. It's happened. Only time will tell. The problem is, again, you need that, both parties need to feel the same way or else it's not going to work. Now see, I can't give that kind of advice, sir. Because I don't know you, I don't know her, I don't know the relationship you have. From what you say, she's a decent person who has been bullied. You want to be the big brother. Fucking I will do it. Again, I can't give my endorsement for that. But if you're that determined to do it, okay, just be prepared. You might not get the answer that you want. I'm a caller. Oh. Just be prepared. You might not get the answer you want. I would probably do it face to face. Again, you're confident in your choice, and that's great. You're a confident person. All good for you. Just understand, you might not get the answer that you're looking for. She may not be able to comprehend or compile and talk through all her feelings and all her emotions. She may feel the same way, but she doesn't know how it's going to be. She may be nervous. But again, if you want to do it, I can't give you my blessing. I can only give you my caution. So.
The one who received a calling card from the Phantom Thieves was an Olympic medalist.
They'll call her and ask you to meet up tomorrow. Excellent.
An alumnus from Shujin Academy.
Call her,
The
talk
PE
in
teacher,
person, go
Suguru
somewhere
Kamoshida.
non-threatening, somewhere obviously out in public. If you're in an area that's not in a 100% lockdown, if you go to a coffee shop or a little deli or something, somewhere where there's people around where she won't feel cornered or pinned, she may be a little more open. Take her to a place you used to play. Again, as long as it's in public and she doesn't feel trapped or she doesn't feel afraid to turn you down. A silent forest. As long as it's not the Hollow Forest. Well, that's fine. She knows you. But again, she may feel more comfortable with people around.
It's true that what he did were deplorable crimes from indulging his desire. He confessed to it all. But there should have been no connection between the two of you since you had just transferred. Why did you target him?
Gotcha. I should be streaming for maybe another 20 minutes. I'm going to go to about 9:30.
That's unacceptable.
Don't beat up on the table. Poor Table Kun gets such abuse from Sai.
Try and recall it once again.
I think I hit my 2-hour mark on my capture card, so everything's delayed now. Need to go to the faculty office. It's on the second floor.
Everyone's scared of him.
I think this is it. Yep. This looks like the faculty office. Time to go inside. What's up, Miss Kawamami? Kawamani?
Oh, unbelievable. Being over half a day late on your first
Trying
day.
to think of scenarios.
Can you explain yourself?
I don't want to be... She said yes. Excellent. Again. I don't want to use the archaic phrase, I don't want to be beat a dead horse. Just be careful. Again, I don't know you. You're the protective type. Just be a gentleman. Treat her with respect. I was in a castle.
You can't be serious.
We jumped out a window.
Will you pull yourself together? You were given fair warning yesterday. More importantly, I heard that you were caught along with that Sakamoto-kun.
It's your biggest promise. And again, if you want to tell her that, if you want to say, hey, when we were younger, you were getting bullied, and I wanted to protect you. I wanted to keep you safe. She may thank you up and down. She may call you an asshole and tell you to leave her alone, and she can take care of herself. I definitely am not a psychologist, psychiatrist. I'm not qualified to give love advice. But I am an individual who can foresee and who can theorize multiple scenarios. You're not the best with love either. I've had one girl for 27 years. I have zero game. Zero. We were actually hooked up through a friend of ours. I would have never had the guts to ask her out. She had a couple boyfriends before, but I was never the confident type where I could go up to a woman and ask her out. Never. If something happens to my wife and I end up single, I'll be single for the rest of my life. I got no guts, no game. But through my job and through my experience between being a banker, she never got bullied when you were dating them. I'm sure, after you knock some guy's teeth out, that kind of sends a message to the other guys. Yeah. that kind of sends a message to the other guys, you know, that don't want to go through excessive dental surgery. But again, through my work as a banker and through my work as a volunteer firefighter, I have the ability to think out and plan multiple scenarios and multiple results of my actions. So while again, I'm not a psychologist, psychiatrist, therapist, I don't give advice. I can see how things can snowball out of hand and try and head things off. That's Sakamoto.
Don't get involved with him, okay? He's nothing but trouble. He wasn't like that when he was devoting his time to track and field, though. Anyway, break's almost over. Classes will end after 5th period today because of the subway accident.
What ain't true? You gotta be more specific. I said a lot of crap.
I'll have you introduce yourself when class
Oh,
resumes.
Sakamoto is amazing. Okay. Yes.
Follow me.
Agreed. Ryuji's good people. He got a shit deal.
By the way, when you introduce yourself, be serious about it even if you're lying to the class, okay? Do not say anything unnecessary.
You think that's him? Huh? The one in the rumors?
Dude, you can't go after Kamoshida's bitch. So many great one-liners in this game.
Being super late on his first day? He really is insane.
He looks normal, though.
But he might slug us if we look him in the eye.
Settle down. Well, I'd like to introduce a transfer student. Today we had him attend from the afternoon on since he wasn't feeling well.
When your teacher says that to me, I'm like, yeah, I dated multiple girls in a different timeline.
All right, please say something to the class.
Sup, yo? Nice to meet you.
He seems quiet, but I bet when he loses it...
That sounded like Nanako's voice actress.
I mean, he was arrested for assault, right?
So... Your seat will be... Over there, the one that's open. Sorry, but can the people nearby please share your textbooks with him for today?
It was my brother.
Ugh, this sucks.
This is my brother, Jonker.
Lies.
Now see, actually, until I watched the anime, it never clicked with me why she was saying lies. She saw us at the when we got off the train near the school, so she knew we were quote unquote almost at school, and that's why she said lies when Kawakami said that we weren't feeling well.
Did you catch that? Do those two know each other? Ooh, does that mean he hit on her before transferring here?
That didn't click on me until I watched the anime, and she elaborated.
That means she's cheating on him with Mr. Kamoshida. Then again, this is Takamaki-san we're talking about.
For real, that side of the room is totally awful.
Oh, right. The volleyball rally's in 2 days. Everyone's just changed classes, so make sure you use that time to get to know each other. Well then, let's get class started. Who's on duty today?
That's Mishima.
Everyone, please rise.
What's wrong?
Is this a castle?
Are you sure you're okay? Also, it seems like people are already talking about you, but I'm not the one who told them.
Michelle Ruff. I think I did see, because you know a lot of the voice actors are doing these virtual signings, and they're doing like these virtual like town hall discussions or anime discussions. And I do remember Michelle Ruff advertising that she's going to be doing something, and I do remember seeing Yukari's picture behind her. Yukari's she's the one that usually has the pink striped shirt on. And again, I only know that because I see other people posting about Yukari.
Why do I have to deal with this? You should head straight home without stopping by anywhere. Sakura-san sounded pretty angry. Oh, and about Sakamoto-kun, don't get involved. Speak of the devil.
Well, again, I follow a number of the voice actors from Persona 5 on Twitter. There's a handful of them on Twitch. Obviously, quite a few of them have done Fire Emblem stuff, and Fire Emblem's doing their 30-year anniversary. And when I listen to them talking like their normal voice, I can hear their character in their voice. Again, Nintendo put out a huge, well, not a huge, I guess, but a 1-hour video talking to a handful of Fire Emblem voice actors who some of them did Persona 5. Billy Kometz, I could definitely hear him in Maruki and in his regular voice. Jeremy Lee, I can definitely hear her in Makoto because it's pretty much her same voice. Xanthi, I can hear Haru in her. I heard Kyle Hebert, who does Madarame. I can hear his voice in Madarame. The people that I've heard, Erica Harlacher, I can hear on in her. Out of all the voice actors I've heard, the only one that I really do not hear in their Persona character is Lindbeck. Every voice in the Persona game fits. Well, again, don't forget, it's not just the voice, it's also the writing. And the directors who are, telling the voice actors how to do the lines. They work very well. Abby Trott, Dr. Abby, Dr. Legs. I never played Vanilla first. I played Royal first. So when I hear Dr. Takemi, I hear Abby. When I hear Abby speak in real life, because she does Twitch streams every now and then, I hear, obviously, her character. The voice actress for Vanilla is a deeper, more gruff voice. I don't get that from Takemi's character. There are a number of people who do, and they prefer the original Takemi voice to Abby's voice. But again, most of the characters in this game, I won't say most, there are a handful of characters in this game that seem to fit looking forward to tomorrow. Good. Again, I hope it goes well for you. I really does. I really do. But yeah, I don't see, just based on Takemi's profile and her, her profile pic there and her portrait, I don't see a deeper voiced character. I don't hear that raspy voice coming from her.
What do you want? I heard the police caught you cutting classes today.
It was nothing.
And you haven't dyed your hair back to black either.
Sorry about that. I'll be waiting on the rooftop.
See, that's why I don't want you getting involved. Understood?
You like?
Why did you allow a student like him to transfer here? He's already started associating with Sakamoto. A student with a criminal record and the culprit of an assault case.
All right, Mr. Marsh. Again, as soon as I get a chance to save, I'm going to be saving and quitting as well. I really enjoyed talking to you. Thank you very much for stopping by the stream. Again, my stream schedule is down in my about section. You can see when I'm going to be on again and when I'm playing. So I'll be playing again on Wednesday. Thanks very much for stopping by. Really appreciate it. You have a good night and best of luck tomorrow. And hopefully, if you stop by on Wednesday, I can get some good news.
At this rate, it'd be pointless how much I contribute to the school.
Now don't be like that. This school counts on you, Kamoshida-kun. You are our star. Still, a steady buildup is necessary behind such brilliance as well.
Your troubles never seem to end, do they, Principal Kobayakawa? All right, I understand. I'll continue to do my best to answer your expectations of me.
Sakamoto seems eager to talk about something. I should meet him on the rooftop.
He did something.
I'm going to head up to the roof. And actually in Royal, this is where we see, I believe we see Haru, like around here, talking with the one teacher about the planters on the rooftop.
Even the teachers bailed on him.
I know if I get involved in Sakamoto, it's going to be a bit. So I'm going to stop right here, because I can say
I should write something.
So, I think that's going to be it for tonight. Well, quiet. Actually, we'll leave that on. We'll go over here. We'll mute that. There we go. So, that ends our first stream of Persona 5 Vanilla. We didn't get as far as I liked, but I had some really good conversation going in the chat. Really nice, really fun. If you're catching this VOD on YouTube, I'm sorry. You saw me talking to myself basically for the last hour and a half or so. But come on over to Twitch. You can follow me there. Where am I? There's my social links for those that are checking us out on Twitch here. My VODs are going up over on YouTube under my same username. You can check out the VODs there. For some reason, they're going on Twitch. But thank you very much for stopping by. If you liked what you saw, please hit that follow button. It's very much appreciated. You can join me on Twitter. You can come and join the Discord. I have a little work to do apparently on Discord. I got to make some more roles. I am a complete noob when it comes to Discord, so it's a work in progress. But again, thank you so much for popping by and checking this out. Next stream again is going to be Wednesday, another Persona stream. And then Saturday and Sunday, well, hopefully Sunday. We'll see what my wife says as far as, because it's Valentine's Day. We're going to be doing some Danganronpa. I'm looking forward to it. But until that time, until we see each other again, please take care of yourself. Please stay safe. And I hope to see you again. Thank you. Thank you.